What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to a brand new UFC prediction video here on the channel as UFC 317 comes in this Saturday night as Ilia Topuria faces Charles Oliveira for the vacant UFC Lightweight title. This one is going to be a banger for the 155-pound title. Who will take the vacant title? Time will tell, but I mean, you got two game fighters in one of the best weight divisions in the UFC. Many great contenders waiting in the wings after this one. You can't ask for a fight much better than this. And here are my picks and predictions for UFC 317, live from T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. Our first fight at 317, we're going to talk about all the fights on the pay-per-view as we do here on this channel when the pay-per-views come around. But Peyton Talbot will be facing Felipe Lima at 135 pounds in this bantamweight bout. The return of Peyton Talbot. He lost his last fight. Who was it to? I can't even remember. Quick Google search because I try to remember who Peyton Talbot lost to in his last fight. It was Hareni Barcelos. That was at the Intuit Dome. And yeah, he's got 2 UFC wins before that against Cameron Simon and Yanis Gimori. I remember that Cameron Simon fight. He looked really good in that one too. But yeah, jeez, I'm trying to remember where that fight card was at. Oh, it was at the Apex. Okay, why would they have Peyton Talbot at the Apex? He seems like too big of a star for that. But anyway, Felipe Lima doesn't seem like a guy who's going to finish this fight entirely. It feels like 50-50. He could go to a decision, or he could get the decision, or get the finish or get the decision. I don't know what I said fully, but yeah, this is going to be an interesting back and forth fight. I mean, I like Peyton Talbot to get the victory here. I think he's going to get a knockout at some point in round 2. I mean, I think it'll take a little bit of time to feel Felipe Lima out, get his angles, get his speed, get his timing. But I see this fight predominantly on the feet. I mean, I think Peyton's going to have a good rebound fight after his unfortunate loss at the Intuit Dome. I remember that fight. He just never really stood up, or never really stepped up, I should say. Never really hit the gas. And I think this is Peyton Talbot's time to do it. To do that, I think he gets the job done against Felipe Lima, and I say Peyton Talbot gets the job done by second round KO TKO. The next fight up on the pay-per-view is Brandon Royval versus Joshua Van at 125 pounds. This is a flyweight bout. Obviously, Josh Van has been on an amazing roll, an amazing tear lately, picking up wins at 313 and 316, stepping in on short notice for Manel Kopp to fight Brandon Royval. And I'll be honest with you guys, I really do like Josh Van. The skills that he possesses are second to none. He's a great fighter with many great attributes, but Brandon Royval, man, that might be just a little too big of a step up on short notice. And that's kind of what I'm thinking. I mean, Josh Van really doesn't have anything to lose here. He's proven his name. He's proven he belongs with these kind of names in the division. And stepping up on short notice like this, he might as well go give it some hell. Because, what you don't have anything to lose. Seriously, what does Josh Van have to lose in this fight? He has nothing to lose. You might as well throw the kitchen sink at it, see what this fight can give you. But I just think, yeah, all the challenges that Brandon Royval gives a person, it's going to be a little too much for Josh Van in this fight, just from what I think. I'm probably, I'm going to pick Raw Dog Royval in this fight. And I mean, I don't think he will finish Josh Van. I really don't think he will. I have a gut feeling that if it is a finish, it's going to be a submission. But yeah, no, Josh Van, I mean, the ground game between these two guys are different, to say the least. It's going to be a compelling fight. And I think Brandon Royval will definitely get the nod if he can get Josh Van to the ground. But that takedown defense is pretty damn good too, so time will tell. 81% takedown defense for Josh Van, so that's going to be an interesting fight. I will take Brandon Royval, though, just because I do think this is a big step up for Josh Van on short notice, but I'll say Royval gets a very, very close decision. It could go either way here. In our next fight up, we have Benny Benil Dariush versus Renato Moicano at 155 pounds. This fight was actually scheduled for UFC 311 on Makhachev versus Tsarukyan, but as we know, Tsarukyan had to back out of that fight, putting Money Moicano in the title fight position. Oh man, I slept for like 8 hours last night. Why am I yawning? But anyway, this is going to be a compelling fight. And I mean, let's have a look at their win buys here. I mean, this fight is going to be more compelling for the viewers of the Jiu-Jitsu game. If you are a Jiu-Jitsu guy, I believe this is one of the fights for you. Moicano has a great submission game. Same with Beneil Dariush. And yeah, no. It's compelling. I mean, I do think Dariush has the more ability to knock an opponent out versus Moicano, but man, all Moicano's got to do is just see a dollar bill behind Beneil Dariush, and he's getting that money. He's gonna get that money, man. Moicano wants money. Oh man, what a legend Renato Moicano is. You just best follow on Instagrams, the Show Me the Money podcast and Moicano on Instagram, man. 2 best follows on the gram. Shout out. I gotta listen to the Show Me the Money pod more because it's a good show. I mean, I listen to the clips, but it's a good show. I'll say that. But it's a tough matchup for both these guys. I mean, if I were Dariush, I'd want to keep this one on the feet. But I mean, if Moicano can land that takedown and he can get Dariush to the ground, get top control, I can see him having a very good night. So it's very, very interesting. One stat I'm looking at intriguingly is the takedown defense of Beneil Dariush, and it's 80%. So that ain't bad. That ain't a very bad stat to have. I mean, if Moicano gets him to the ground, he's going to have to capitalize on it. Moicano is the favorite for this fight, and that's who I'm going to back in this fight. I'm just realizing Beneil Dariush is from Iran. Great time for that one. But I shouldn't laugh at that. That's horrible. But anyways, Renato Moicano, I'm picking him to get the decision win. It's going to be a very close fight, and I mean, it's for the casual fan, you're probably going to want to take a dump break for this fight because it's not going to be a fight that you particularly want to see. But I mean, hey, with how these ground fights go, when you have grappler versus grappler, it always seems to end up as a striking fight. So I don't know, man. I'm going to take Money Moicano. I say he gets the decision in this fight, and yeah, co-main event time. And for our next fight at flyweight, this one is for the flyweight title as Alexandre Pantoja puts his flyweight title on the line against New Zealand challenger Kai Kara France. Now this one should be an interesting fight. This is the second time these two have fought. Their first fight was on the Ultimate Fighter flyweight season when Jose Benavidez and Henry Cejudo were the coaches of these two young athletes at the time. Pantoja got the decision in that fight. It was a very close fight, and I mean, to be honest, I see this being Pantoja's hardest fight in the division, to be honest. I mean, other than Brandon Moreno, because I mean, that fight was an absolute dogfight. I mean, I had a Pantoja 3-2 at the end of the fight. I mean, I was hoping my boy Moreno could get it done. Love me some Assassin, baby, but yeah, no, I think Kai Kara is a dog, man. Kai Kara France is something else. I doubted him in the Steve Erceg fight. I really did, and I had to hold my hands up after that one. I was thoroughly impressed with the hands of Kai Kara France in that one. So it's a very, very, very interesting matchup between Pantoja and France. Yeah, no, I am compelled to see where this fight goes. I am very, very compelled. But does Kai Kara try to go on the ground with Pantoja? I mean, I don't see why he would. I mean, Pantoja is a way better submission artist than Kai Kara. So Kai Kara's best chance is really to try and outduel him on the feet. And I mean, Kai Kara has good skills to do that. He comes out of one of the best striking gyms in all of the world in MMA with Eugene Behrman's gym in Auckland. Like, that is, well, you can't tell me that isn't one of the best striking gyms in mixed martial arts. Izzy, Kai, Dan Hooker, Volkanovski, like, and there's more, like Carlos Wolberg's amazing. Like, you can't deny that that's one of the best gyms in mixed martial arts, in my opinion. But yeah, I mean, if I were Pantoja, I just want to keep Kai Kara at range, keep this from being a dogfight. I mean, Pantoja's got that dog in him. He could probably go dog for dog with Kai Kara France, but like, I just don't think he really needs to. He's the champion, he's defending his belt. I don't think you really need to. I just would try to keep him on the outside, piece him up on the feet, look for your angles, and work that jab the whole night, man. I mean, for Kai, like, I would just try to make this as much of a dogfight as you can. Hit him with some New Zealand tribe rituals right in front of his face. Try to put him off his game. Yeah, the reach is actually in Kai Kara's favor too. That's very interesting. So you could honestly see Pantoja just try and top control Kai Kara the whole night, but I'm going to say that Pantoja does win this fight, though. I mean, I don't see this fight going any other way, especially with how these two men have developed throughout their careers. I do see Kai Kara giving Pantoja some good looks, maybe challenge him, maybe rocking him at points, but I am going to say Alexandre Pantoja gets a decision victory over Kai Kara France. I'm going to say 4 rounds to 1 or 3 rounds to 2. Either or, I see a win for Pantoja coming on the scorecards. And finally, in our main event of the evening for the 155-pound title of the UFC, one of my favorite divisions to watch in my entire time watching the UFC. Bear in mind, my first year of watching UFC hardcore was the year that we had, the year Khabib won the title. 2018 was like the first year I became like a hardcore fan of the UFC. But anyway, Ilia Topuria faces Charles Oliveira for the vacant 155-pound title as Islam Makhachev vacates the lightweight title to head up to 170. That is going to be a compelling storyline. How Makhachev does at 170. I mean, I'm sure they're going to make him versus JDM in Abu Dhabi. That's like the only thing that seems to make sense. I mean, it's the midpoint between the two countries of Russia and Australia. I mean, not quite the middle, but you guys get what I mean. It's kind of neutral territory, I guess. But yeah, let's talk about Ilia versus Charles. This is a very, very good fight. I mean, if I were Ilia, I would not be wanting to go to the ground with Charles. And I mean, let's be real here. Ilia Topuria is going to drop Charles Oliveira in the first round. That is just what is going to happen. I don't see any ifs, ands, or buts of it not happening, especially with how Charles Oliveira has fought in the last 4 to 5 years. There's no way that Charles Oliveira doesn't get dropped in the first round. The question is, does he get back up or does he not? That is the main question that I'm asking myself in this fight, because those shots that Ilia Topuria hits Max Holloway with, that he hits Volkanovski with, that he hits Jai Herbert with, like, who else is he knocked out in this friggin' time frame? I can barely remember. Bryce Mitchell, Josh Emmett. I think, well, he went the distance with Josh Emmett, didn't he? I want to go double check that real quick. Ilia Topuria, German-Spanish mixed martial artist. Where's that Josh Emmett fight? Yeah, Josh Emmett went the distance with him. How did Josh Emmett? That guy's got a tough friggin' noggin. Ilia actually submitted Bryce Mitchell too. That's kind of crazy to think about. And yeah, he had that brutal knockout of Jai Herbert back in London in 2022. And they beat Ryan Hall in 2021. Ilia Topuria is a bad man. He's got an O on his record too. That is something that can never be overlooked. I keep asking myself with this fight, can Charles Oliveira survive that punch? And can he find the will, and can he find the way? I know he can find the will because he's proven that to just about me and everybody else since he became champion of the UFC. And I don't know where he's going to give Ilia Topuria any problems. I don't. Like, he was able to control Michael Chandler. I mean, the only thing that I think Charles can really use to his advantage is his reach, but the striking of Ilia Topuria, man, like, honestly, I feel like if Ilia Topuria went straight into boxing, I think he'd do very well for himself because his striking techniques are second to none. They are crisp, they are pinpoint. His power is elite, his timing is elite, his speed is something else. Like, if I were Oliveira, I would not want to mess around with Ilia Topuria in range, because you are getting knocked the F out. That is just my honest take. So, for my official prediction for UFC 317, I'm sorry guys, but I'm going to say Ilia Topuria by first round knockout. I'm sorry, but when Ilia Topuria is 10 pounds heavier, the shots that he knocked out Max Holloway with, that he knocked out Volkanovski with, those are shots that at 10 pounds heavier are going to be even harder and even stronger. Like, I don't think Charles Oliveira has the chin to deal with that, unfortunately. Like, I don't see it going well for Charles Oliveira. I honestly think Topuria is going to get a knockout in the first round, but what do I know? I'm just a guy in a Hawaiian shirt sitting in his bedroom of the East Coast in Canada telling you how I see a fight. But anyways, guys, that is going to do it for my picks and predictions for UFC 317 in Abu Dhabi. That one should be fun. Ilia versus Charles live from the T-Mobile Arena. It's gonna get good, guys. It's gonna get good. So, yeah, drop your picks for UFC 317 in the comments down below. If you did enjoy it, smash that like button, drop a comment down below. Follow all my social medias and Twitch, Patreon, links are in the description. Guys, thank you so much for watching once again, and don't forget to subscribe, those notifications turned on so you never miss any future UFC content. More UFC content will be coming to the channel soon. I've got to work on that. I've got to create more UFC content, so hopefully coming soon, guys. Hopefully coming soon. But until 318, guys, oh my god, I'm just realizing who 318 is. Man, that's going to be a depressing one. But anyways, guys, take care and peace.